Hey loved ones, it's Love. So I want to share with you what happened at my workplace today. I just came from paid time off, 3 days PTO. Today's Thursday. So I got in the office today and I was checking my email and I saw that I had a meeting with the VP. And I'm like, well, I didn't schedule any meeting with the VP. What is this for? And I remembered last week I was with a member and I put up their information, and on the home page in a little comment section it had transgender, male to female. And when I tell you this, I was so furious. I was infuriated. I had to write an email because I didn't feel that was fair to the member, for one. I didn't feel that was fair to me. I felt that it was a definite affront to my character and to the person that I was. And it just brought back memories of when I first transitioned, and I transitioned in Tallahassee, Florida, which is a small country town. It's a college town, collegiate town. And I was dealing with a credit union. So it made me think or wonder, like, oh my God, did they do me like that? Did I get that kind of marker on my account? Mind you that I didn't get treated unfairly or harassment or anything like that, but I just feel and felt that if I handed you my information, be that my new driver's license, my court documents with my name change, with it sealed and what have you, and you had this in the computer, what's the need for transgender male to female? To me, that's like, oh, but you tried it. Like, so when I come in the line every time, somebody's gonna pull this up and shoot an email to somebody else. Not saying that that's what happened, but that's how I feel. That's how my mind works. Like, what's the use of it when we have all these documents in our computer to verify who someone is? I didn't see the use of it. So I wrote an email and I tried to be as impartial and as emotionally detached as I could from the email, but it was something that hit home. So it was hard for me to just keep a professional mindset. Be that I did, but I did dictate my affront and my disheartenment with the matter. So today I had a meeting with the VP, and when I found out what it was, I was more at ease, but my mind went to the resolve. And in my email, because we have career training that's done through the internet or what have you, we call them CBTs. But I felt that the CBT that was out there wasn't enough. We need more education to kind of dispel or calm down that kind of pervasiveness, if you will, for lack of a better term, that was running through the credit union. I work for a credit union, one of the largest credit unions in North Florida. And that wasn't the first time that I had gotten wind of a marker like that being on someone's account that was transgendered. But what he had informed me, and this is the key to good management. Good management always allow you to see things from a different perspective without saying, okay, well, you were wrong. What you felt was wrong, without pointing fingers. So he didn't say which instant it was or it occurred, but he did say that on one account, one of the persons that was transgender would always come into the branch, and because the picture didn't match what they saw, they felt like they were getting harassed, so they asked for the note to be put on there. And I couldn't for the life of me fathom why a transgender person would ask for that kind of denotation. Like, you're asking to be marked? Like, I couldn't, to me, and he asked me, okay, well, what can we do outside of education? Because that's already, he already forwarded that over to human resources, and they're working on something that we can do credit union wide to kind of like bring more awareness to transgender or LGBT, to where that kind of thing wouldn't be necessary. And my rebuttal was, not even rebuttal, well, I guess you can say rebuttal, was that as long as we have that paperwork documented and on file, and it goes back to my sisters, having your information updated, having it prepared, decency and in order. Everything should be done decent and in order. But if you have your documents updated, there should be no need for anyone to notate your file transgender male to female, transgender female to male. Like that, to me, that's an affront to who you are. And I let them know that. And I can't put my transition on everyone, because how I do things or how I did things is not how you may do things. But for me, it was, okay, this is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3. Like, there were steps that I took to be, I guess, where I am, so that I can make sure that, or I thought that I was making sure that everything was handled and recorded and documented properly. So if we have our paperwork in order, be that our license updated with our new name, doesn't have to be female or male yet, but as long as we have those pertinent facts updated, then there should be no need for circumstances to arise such as this one did. But that was my rebuttal. Just, it's going to work for both parties, credit union as well as the person having their file updated or what have you. Both parties are going to be held and should be held accountable, and especially in instances like this. There should be no need for markers like that. That was just, that was disgraceful to me. That was disgusting. Seriously, it was degrading. I felt that it was degrading. But I got I got to see his point of view and why it may have been placed. But again, there should be no need for that. But this guy here is so wonderful. We got a chance to talk about a whole gamut of things, like even where I saw myself career-wise, because, and this is where the topic shift. We talked about it a lot, but I had felt that I had gotten stagnant. I had reached a lot of the markers early with performance-wise, even getting awarded a trip to Cancun, Mexico for being the top performer my first year out the gate. But I even voiced it to him that maybe I hit those things too soon, because right now I was stagnant and feeling like there's nowhere else for me to go. Like, I had reached my ceiling, and he had felt some type of way about that, saying that I have a lot of potential, and knowing that, but when you post out for things and you don't get it, and again, I had an earlier video about keep trying, because there's one person that's going to say yes. I had applied for different positions in the company, because I'm always about growth, and I haven't gotten a yes as of yet, but he told me to keep trying, because, and he echoed that, he echoed something that I said to myself, always say to myself, and I say to my sisters, that don't give up. If you want to see change, do something different, and you're gonna get that yes. It's gonna come, and when you get it, you're gonna be so thankful and grateful, because you've worked hard for it. But yeah, so he told me and let me know that I shouldn't stop what I'm doing to to keep working as hard as I have been and keep applying because somebody's going to say yes. So that was an affirmation in and of itself because, honey, I was ready to hit it. Because it's with my the same kind of premise or thinking that I had with my move to the city that I'm in now, is that if it's not working for you where you are, I'm prepared to leave and be successful somewhere else. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, so it kind of renewed my will or my instinct there, and my drive, and convicted me as well to start doing more for my sisters and my community at my job, you know, just being that voice. So I want to share that with you today. Just make sure that you have your documents up to date, no matter if it's your financial institution or if it's your job or your license, be that. Just have your documents up to date so that you won't run into these sorts of situations. So know that you're loved. Know that you're loved.